This is the easiest Trident farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and it's going to generate about 12 to 15 Tridents per hour, so settle in and let's build. The first thing we want to do is find a lake or an ocean. Somewhere like here is perfect, and what we're going to do is go down to the ocean floor. We're going to set down our scaffolding going all the way to the surface of the water, and then from the surface of the water here, we are going to build 72 blocks up from this. So this is 63 plus 72 is, I believe, 135 on the Y level. After building up with your 72 scaffolding, we're going to place down a block next to the scaffolding and then a block right here and a block right here to create a 2x2 platform. And then going to place down a block right here and a block right here, extend this side out by 3 blocks and do the same thing on this side, 1, 2, 3, connect this up, and we're going to have a 4x4 square with a 2x2 hole in the center. We're then going to come down here and we're going to come down 3 scaffoldings, so that is 1, 2, 3. So on this block, we are going to place down a block right here, and we're going to create a new platform. So we're going to go all the way around this scaffolding here. We're going to extend this out 1 block, and then we're going to connect this up into a 4x3 platform. And we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to go all the way to this 2x2 here. Just make everything nice and easy, and it's going to help you not fall off this platform. And finally, right here. Next, we're going to come up this scaffolding now. We're going to grab our chest, and we're going to place down a chest right here and a chest right here. We're then going to place down a hopper running into this chest. We're actually going to remove that hopper from that chest, and instead we're going to come down here, run this hopper into that chest, this hopper into that chest, and then we're going to run this hopper into that hopper, and this hopper into that hopper. So this hopper should be connected into this hopper, these 2 hoppers connected into their chests. Make sure that this hopper isn't flowing into this chest, and this is going to allow you to extend this storage system extremely easily, because all you have to do is add a chest underneath of this chest and then run a hopper, and it's going to fill in the bottom chest to the top. And this is going to create a lot of drops, and since tridents are non-stackable items, I would recommend having at least 2 chests if you want to AFK for, say, an hour. From here, we're going to grab our blocks again, and we're going to place down blocks right here. We're then going to grab our pistons. We're going to place down a piston right here, 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 and here. Then we're going to grab observers, have the observers looking into the corners of the farm, just like so. We're going to do the same thing over here, so observer, observer, observer. And then we're going to grab our redstone torches, and we are going to not jump off the side. We're going to, luckily, we're over water, so if you fall off, it's not the end of the world. We're going to place down our redstone torches on the sides of these pistons here. That's going to create an observer clock, which is going to push the pistons like so, which is going to be pushing our trident. Next, we're going to place down a lever right here and just turn this off so that the trident killer is stopping. And all of the drops are going to run over these 2 items, or these 2 hoppers, which is why we aren't using an entire floor of hoppers. The next thing we're going to do is grab our blocks, and we're going to create a rim of blocks going around the entire farm, just like this. And this is going to be the drop chute chamber that we drop the drowns through. We're going to make this 4 blocks high, just like so. We're going to go around here now and just fill this in with our blocks. And then from here, we are able to just fill in these 2 blocks, just like this. We're going to continue this up for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 14 blocks for a total drop chute height of 20 blocks. And after building the drop chute, this is what it should look like. We're going to make one small change, and this block right here, right above this piston, we're going to replace with a slab. That way you can collect the XP. Next, we're going to come up to the top of our drop chute. We're going to place down blocks in the corners here, and then we're going to extend out this platform by 7 blocks in every direction, giving us a total platform size of 18 by 18 blocks. And after building out the platform, this is what it should look like. We have one more platform to build, and that is going to be a 6 wide platform. So we're going to build up by 1. We can then remove this block. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. You are really high off the ground. And from here, we're just going to extend a giant rim / secondary platform going around our initial platform. And after building all the platforms, this is what the spawn platform should look like. So at the center here, we have an 18 by 18 square. Then we have a 6 wide platform on the outside, and then we have a 1 block rim. Now this is new, make sure you add this. This is the 1 block rim that is going to keep all of the water contained. Once your farm looks like this and you've made sure that all the sizes are correct, we're going to go into each corner and place down 3 blocks in both sets of corners. So both on the bottom platform and around the rim. We're going to do this to keep our water contained, and then after placing down these triangles here, we're also going to grab our leaves and we're going to do one last rim around the farm, and this is going to make it so that nothing spawns on the rim. And after placing down your leaves, this is what the platform should look like. Next, we're going to grab our blocks and create a little square here so that we can create an infinite water source. We're going to place down a water bucket here and a water bucket here so that we can just keep coming back and grabbing your water instead of having to jump down to the ocean and back up again. Highly recommend. Next, we're going to place down a water bucket in this corner, a water bucket in this corner, a water bucket in this corner, and you guessed it, a water bucket in this corner as well. But the next thing we're going to do is, as you can see, the water isn't flowing to the center yet, and that's because we still need to place down water buckets. We're going to skip this block next to the triangle, so from here, we're going to skip over one, and then we're just going to place down water buckets going all the way across this side of the farm. And again, we're going to skip the block that is closest to this triangle, so skip this block right here, skip this block right here, do the same thing, and we're going to do this for every side of the farm. And after placing down all of your water buckets, this is what it should look like. All of the water sources flowing directly into this chamber right here, and it seems that our wandering trader has fallen in, and I think the llama is glitched inside of the wall. So we're going to get rid of our infinite water source here, so fill that in and then just go ahead and remove all of these blocks. Then we're going to grab our leaves again, and we are going to go to a corner of the farm. It doesn't matter which one. And from this block, we are going to build up 15 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. 10. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. From here, we're going to go out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to do out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to build a giant platform that covers the entire spawn platform, and I'll get you the total dimensions in a second, but we're going to go 6 blocks out in every direction around the platform. And after building your leaf layer, this is what it should look like. It is a 44 by 44 platform of leaves, and as you can see, I have scaffolding in both of these corners. That makes it a little bit easier, and if you want to just leave these, you absolutely can, or if you want to get rid of them, you can as well. It doesn't make a difference. Next, we're going to come down here and we're going to grab our blocks, place down 3 blocks like this, and place down a turtle egg right here. We're going to remove these 3 blocks. It doesn't matter which corner this is in. What this is going to do is if I go ahead and get some drowns to spawn in here, they are going to no longer fight against the current. So without the turtle egg, they are going to try and go against the current. But with the turtle egg, they will actually lead themselves into, there we go, we've got one with a trident. He is actually going to lead himself into this turtle egg here because he's trying to break it. So if we go down now to our trident killer, this thing is actually ready to be used. And as you can see, we've got a creeper here. So it might be worth lighting this place up with a couple torches or some lanterns. And let's just push this guy off. There you go. So if we come up here, you'll see that this thing is chocked full of drowns and that wandering trader from earlier. Let's go ahead and grab our trident, and unfortunately he's gonna have to go along with all of these other guys. We're then just gonna throw our trident at that back piston right there. Throw 2 if you're feeling extra fancy, considering this is a trident farm. And as you can see, we actually have the trident drop right there. And as soon as we turn this trident killer on, it is going to push the tridents and the items around so that they get picked up by, I'm sorry, you're also gonna have to go. So that they get picked up by the trident killer. So as you can see, it is right here. It has low durability, but you could easily throw mending on it or whatever you want. But make sure you're holding a looting 3 sword. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of those, and then I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for about an hour. Alright, so I actually AFK'd for 2 hours. I AFK'd in 2 different locations. First, I AFK'd here so that I could grab the XP, but actually AFKing down here on this level with the chest is the proper location to AFK. Not only do you pick up the XP through this hopper right here, but you will also get about double the drops. So if we go ahead and look in here, when I was AFKing at the piston layer up here, I got 6 tridents within an hour, and then by AFKing for another hour down here on the chest level, I was actually able to get an extra 13 tridents. so double the rates. So I would say that this thing will probably get you about 12 to 15 tridents per hour. And yeah, this thing is absolutely awesome. And again, by standing right here on this stair next to this hopper, you're going to pick up the XP anyways, so you should definitely be AFKing on this spot right here. And the reason for that is actually extremely simple to explain. Simply put, when you're on this layer with the piston, you're actually only 20 blocks away from this spawn platform right here, which means that no drowns are going to spawn on this platform because you have to be at least 24 blocks away in order for drowns to spawn, or any mob for that fact to spawn around you. So when you're standing on the piston layer, they're only spawning on this outer rim and maybe right here. But when you're on that chest layer, the entire platform is being used, which means drowns can spawn right here and fall in almost right away. And it also opens up a lot more spawn opportunities for the drowns to spawn in. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you in the next one.